Rami, Nida Edikan crack. I could town sabosme and ye Rami. Nida Edikan crack. Nekuta on Sano. Is ye gibre and in Ayaquacusia. Sentia, your friend could town sabosme. I could town sabosme any day decaying. Me teach me dinner ye de air bremo. Now me teach me dear de bremono. And me doing chamia from me. ADAKABRI Mamudu. Osioma. Na aye panyin ko joda me ado ena de mesi abontene no pass Mark Jerry or say Ajiman the maestro utility ono so obo echi edom na kwe friye enso esabesem nante kwa emi no na aye senior co-karata aye amansa chairman staff sergeant Harrison Ford Kwabna Mafo ono so obetena se na yetimi abobu nsam no ehun na technical production ubeko Facebook live ubeko YouTube ni nyina na bra frema bankro na abra wadaroma wone me bɛn na ya asafo wone nso so na technical production sie na so ansa ene de aseda de ama engineering group foi engineering group no atuagbo na fe nso so no worker otiakwa na jare na abuaje adasa nkroma nso yesade mrane se Sempro. Ansa ena yempass da so mfama facilities point. The facilities for no so ena big solo. Ena dada. Ena yaw. Jubrana. Do no friend no Godfrey. Na fe so no Mapuna. Ena DJ Bosco. Na fe. Me so yasa mrane se. Tete. Yatena sia. Amani nti ene tie nyina hwehwe se ebeye yie. Yie so yie ma ye nyina. Enu nti ena yede nsam ne ba. Majale.
Baba.
Majale.
Oveni. Ade, BBS. Biya sana na chese. And that's why 1st July.
Aye.
But also will be sending me away. This week is a salary week.
Oh, sir.
So remind me in your salary.
I want one pine no.
Na me say na week ni say and na salary week na say that ben say Monday and I say Friday.
It na ai oji aketua no so na afre wo dofo bi na kopo ho asem ko busan say ho tesan ni o ka say enye emusa na de kure ha no
and me yepa
tapra frima
na me bisa obo say obisa no how are you
and me nka ho no so
say o ka ho no na o twen say wo bebisa say oh it be the nipa no how are you no kan home na me say okay
oh sir
okay 3 minutes time na waba ga eh na me bisa na de no na me say
okay pa
na wo
okay pa
o say okay
so no na umusan say aden
be see na bisa because go straight it me bisa o what to say na watro me ho nya say na wo be ye expecting me say me baby say aden
now so I can say
na me so okay we thank God na me we thank God kan
be my pa
the same na me yes ano fine pa na me we thank God
abna smart
abra de ja no no me no won to kwa
na abna go pass em so how na me nkasa
me se me no won to kwa
Just you who be a mention simply. So, who be a mention simply. I
common and overbono.
And common and bebono. So, book back. One moment you know what you say.
There be a back of free.
A quaff from Penny Quada Meshe. One moon be I was say Juliana Bama Tabo as Sunny.
Juliana, dear say bye.
Shamami.
I know.
Shamami.
Akabe 2004 near about test transmission war. A year K2.
Marciana.
Juliana a K2.
A book back.
One more feature book back. But the oborn yom nakasani a K2.
So
no more feature book back.
Oh,
and yes, I could have read city near bo test transmission. I just say, hey, what about me? Say me to one of me,
Mammy, Nan Comono, just a Bernum Como. Also, be
So my voice in the coronavirus abaha. The coronavirus abaha. Emma. Adiasa bye. Da. Are Juliana adiasa. Bye. So what you want to so? What you want to so? Oh, Emma.
How to be mammy?
Of our dream. I need to answer my voice and me the casa. I am the casa gumasum. And if I do, as a me casa pao. As I'm not a worker. I'm a tabu sanic. It is just a and no bar my dream. Yeah.
So it is a day, Baba. A day, Baba.
K2. What type of K2?
A Baba song. Baba.
The best station in the capital. Neat FM.
Eddie, Baba. Of I was a weekend doing so. Said the iron. Yes, let's be a Macquan's you, Jojo. We said, no question, you're born on the road.
Neat FM
Just come away and can't you be out. Minumi and Nubede Bedizango way and can't you be out. Oh, you're crazy, you're by. Wasima obin can be Jatamenye de Bia, Upenam no Gaza.
Tell who, gonna tell you come, Mama come down. Tell who, gonna tell you come, Mama come down. I know, Julie, Makuma down. I did yes, I will back on some minimum so much. I was because you are hitting my Joe Tata. Make it for once, what you got, what you want to make you just swap. I can't tell what you
Neat FM
Nina no na aye Kulugana and now on so de any pebi e dia brand Kulugana na sem nyina ne se aye Araba Bazin and no come for the mama ba wasi so say almost betimi de asiesie omo kama na akoyie dia mom ti aye Araba Bazin pills no eboa pa na fe so Ponchon capsules and Emranti Quano so Eddie Etutu Monoma said ne who prostate disorder biana. Ponchon capsules and a eboa. Nanina no so no. I will lie by those so our member Munabe corrected premature ejaculation so there. But Mr. Keo and I would dear him and Sana King tablet and also so Akuma Mojamu Mojamo Soyariano and also so the King tablet Eddie Boabo. Frekulugana I was 024 413 9176 024 413-9176 020-413-9176 020-413-9176 027-413-9176 What's sardine woo? And I just a sardine a year Casano na walk and say no. And it is also 14 cities 50 pesos.
Window now, a be and then
no 14 cities a year 50 pesos. No way, na a year Medarata, a year Solomon Kusi. Big solo, Mechia, papa. Now I try to know maybe. Darata Mechia, maybe I will be
and I was here for many me off with myself or because that person on that number 6. So I so you have a quack on no poison. You want to move over my time.
What's up, no poison? I got no poison, baby. Got no poison, baby. Yenina, Yaginamu, Yenina, Yaginamu, Yenina, Yaginamu, Yenina, Yaginamu.
Yes, I don't know. I for when you for 40 Saudi and Dawa. Piasu and your check Dawa. Juliana,
I'm commodity. I never say, Yenina, country broke, country no broke. We all there inside. BK way. Make sure when you na Maki Maniso. I'm come papa na me ribo bo and 7 more him ye. BK way. Wasi eye jata uye jata kurana wasi menye de bia na me an was wope Gusinete need 100.9 FM.
Mama come down. Alone Julie makuma down. I get you yourself.
King Rashid on Facebook Live. Wale. King Rashid, a very good afternoon to you. Furniture Works. I say good afternoon to everyone. And work I say, Mary Kay Manson. I say Jerry. I say Abba. Aquasphere, Media Lillian. And work I say on Facebook Live. Ghana going to the IMF. Oh my God. The 1st July should be marked as the National Day of Disgrace for 1 year.
Antona, Gotri, Atlantic Bono, Ojemland here. God Mokumeno Chemo Chafu, Bona Cordia Julie, Kata Club, Onale Isejo, Don Rezi, no Kachi Jacots, Sardine, Temalenkum, Loconio for him and
Liliana Kosia Bedia again on Facebook Live. Ghana way. You need to understand the mess we are in under Nana Akufo-Addo. As you look at total revenue was 12.8 billion out of projected 14.6 billion. Total debt service for the first quarter 13.9 billion. That means all that the taxes collected for the first quarter was not enough to pay the debt service in that same quarter. Nothing to show. Where is the money?
No poison. You want to move over my taxi? Sanas, and maybe I was so. The dress up, or maybe I'm going to some but I'm so, when I'm so, we can't go, maybe I do what. No, Daba has given him a pound for. I do what. Yes, I don't know. I for when now for the South End. Just when you change
na ba begina hɔ no de woni mu an invitation to regional executives, invitation to regional executive, invitation to regional executive. Yay challenges way the face here no so regional executive mra and then come out with the nyina me be carry ha
For this and my miss, you are the girl from Willie Town Hall. You are the girl from Willie Town Hall. Listen, truly, I don't want this. Thank you for this. You are the girl. You are the girl. You are the girl. About Julie, yes, I die. What does she mean? A bit is a one is some for rather. Give your story about Julie, yes, I die. What does she mean? A bit is a guy. A bit is a guy. Now, not bad. I'm not crazy. Make me jolly. Oh no, fame. Juliana, the Asante.
Don't let anybody. We are not going to the IMF. Whatever we do, we are not. The consequences are there. We are a proud nation. We have the resources. We have the capacity. Don't let anybody tell you. Like when Joshua, Caleb, and the 10 others went to spy on the promised land. And only 2 of them came to say that we can do it. And the 10 went around the community murmuring, you can't, We are not people of short sight, and we have to move on. Okay? So let's think of us as who we are, a proud, strong people, the shining star of Africa, and we have the capacity to do what we want to do. If only we can speak that one language and ensure that we burden share in the issues ahead. We are not going to the IMF. Whatever we do, we are not. The consequences are there. We are a proud nation. We have the resources. We have the capacity. Don't let anybody tell you. Like when Joshua, Caleb, and the 10 others went to spy on the promised land. And only 2 of them came to say that we can do it. And the 10 went around the community murmuring, you can't, We are not people of short sight, and we have to move on. Okay? So let's think of us as who we are, a proud, strong people, the shining star of Africa, and we have the capacity to do what we want to do. If only we can speak that one language and ensure that we burden share in the issues ahead.
Bugsutenit 100.9 FM na enne fiada kutansa bosome ne da edikan kra ene se yatena se na yenko distinguished speaker series March 24 2015 and who is saying this na himfa wada wani ekohwe
enyom na boboy no wa makai betete because abre no edu Friday edu weekend say na that say emu ay kama o say sabre na so na me di hia me yere wo konongo
enti chese nwum we die
wo bope na chese Juliana na adwowa so gode adwowa so gode sa line ne de wo bope na wa mama dwuma mi basa basa
ani je wa me wo fasi mu
wa mama dwuma basa
o say ena ne de no be ka say wo tia ye kosi enkosi koda nkoda ye hunu hwe na afa me jele nya asmesi
Zano guy
we be kana say na
wo de jai
na March 24
okay
2015 distinguished speaker series
Okay.
And Dr. Mahama Baumia, the Vice President of the Republic, was saying, Mr. Chairman, the IMF bailout was totally avoidable if the government had listened to sound advice from many quarters earlier. Our government refused to listen. They believed in their own propaganda and said, Yentiobia. It is Daddy Lumba Yentiobia. No, that was what my papa was say. They believed in their own propaganda and said, Yentiobia. We won't listen to anyone. When government was cautioned about the scale of borrowing, the government responded that they would borrow more. Now that their propaganda has been exposed by economic reality, they are now forced to listen to the IMF. We have moved from Yentiobia to Yebetie IMF Unkwa. Dr. Mahama Baumia, IMF bailout for the Anchor Hold, Distinguished Speaker Series, March 24, 2015. Don't Dramani Mahama, no saying.
Efa, what no say? Ne some no dey atu dwa no. Oh. O say aban no say alternative aka. Ama aban no eye IMF. O say no crowd wo nti say ye be hwe bi na nka ya ba.
Yamone no. Na yem putting in contest. Don't know. Yem putting in contest. You see here, Majeli, and somewhere a woman a dorsal. You bet you be a swamper. You bet you be a papa. Ugusutin it 100.9 FM. Intina, your home, the easy econo. And someone there, a dorsal papa. And they interview Yazo, interviews on Kwa. There was some angles nina, you baby, the angles nina, yade efa. Until messages also no on Facebook Live, your baby brenna yet me akin kind. Na a lamprekin Rashid on the Duguswa or the Fritamagol City. Wale. And I just say all Samlan in this. Gentia a John Dramani Mahama and someone and Raw Kai.
At the center of this problem is the debt burden. The debt position and the debt servicing obligations arising from same are literally draining the very lifeblood of our economy and have formed a powerful vortex into which virtually all our revenues are being sucked. In the last few years, our debt service obligations have swallowed an inordinately large proportion of our revenue, leaving very little fund for all the other expenditure commitments that government has to make. An examination of government's own economic data for the first quarter of this year reveals a very troubling exacerbation of these fiscal rigidities. Instead of taking the bull by the horn and addressing the root causes of the economic meltdown, government opted to place their hopes in misguided revenue projections and regressive tax measures such as the infamous e-levy. The e-levy was presented as the panacea of the economic problems of Ghana. It will solve everything. It will do our roads, build our hospitals, give fertilizer to farmers. The e-levy was like the magic wand. We're in fact told that if we pass e-levy, it will help governments to reduce borrowing. True to our predictions and our cautions to governments about the overly ambitious revenue and fiscal projections, available first quarter data shows that those targets will not be met. For the entire month of May, figures available to me of the much vaunted e-levy, which was rammed down the throats of Ghanaians, yielded a paltry 54 million Ghana cedis against a target of 474 million for that month, representing only 11.3%. And so the unofficial Prime Minister was right. The month of June has not offered any sign of improvement. About 7.1 million had been collected by the first week. These figures demonstrate that so far the e-levy has been a spectacular failure and has become the mother of all nuisance taxes. The President must make the big and very important call and begin the process to restructure our debt before we become like Sri Lanka, which has sunk into unimaginable economic and social crisis. Even more importantly, the unbridled and unsustainable borrowing must stop immediately. They must put a moratorium on additional non-concessional borrowing. We can no longer afford to dither and fiddle while our economy heads for the precipice. The consequence of that will be too grave to comprehend. It will serve the President well to use some items from the presidential toolkits in times of crisis such as this. The first is he should address the nation and explain the situation in which we are and rally the support of the citizens behind any economic program that he wants to put forward. The second is he should fire his finance minister. And the third is he should conduct a major shake-up of his government to remove all the many dead woods that have turned ministries into their kingdoms. And then finally, he should huddle with the best brains of this country to formulate a comprehensive recovery plan for our economy. Even though I said some of this in my first speech at Ghana at the Crossroads, the president has refused to take any of these measures. No major address to the people about our current situation, no interviews with the press. His finance minister is his cousin. He's afraid to fire him. Many of the ministers who have superintended over ministries that are non-performing have some political links with the president, and therefore it makes it impossible for him to remove them from their positions, even when he himself can see that some of those ministers have presidential ambitions. I mean, it should be easy for you to remove them so that they can concentrate on their presidential ambitions, but not this president. I suggested to him to do a Senchi-style forum, like we did, gather all the best brains in the country to think through, because they say, Nyansa ni obako fotim, no matter their political inclination. Suggestions will come out that will help you come up with a proper fiscal consolidation policy that you can take to any multilateral institution in order that you get some relief.
A former president of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, and Otenene, someone or Kaye, say a president no only the finance minister Nedi, nothing so no, and the ministers no. Onye reshuffle and Ministry of Information and July 1 2022 statement or say the President of the Republic Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has authorized Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta to commence formal engagements with the International Monetary Fund IMF, citing the fund to support an economic program put together by the government of Ghana. This follows a telephone conversation between the president and the IMF managing director, Ms. Kristalina Georgieva, conveying Ghana's decision to engage with the fund. At a meeting on June 30, 2022, Cabinet indicated its support for the decision. The engagement with the IMF will seek to provide balance of payment support as part of a broader effort to quicken Ghana's build back in the face of challenges induced by the COVID-19 pandemic and recently the Russia-Ukraine crisis. And Pajo Opong Nkrumah, MP, Minister for Information. Najali.
Over.
Yeah, Kojosu Diabeni.
Okay.
Now, Unse was say,
Yeah.
the president has authorized. Okay, formal communication say, the president authorized the finance minister. Emma niye bibi say. No sir. John Ajekum Kufuor Penso. And na ye ko Hipic.
Okay.
And the then finance minister. Near friend Yaw Osafo. And a document what they call parliament no.
Yeah.
I said the president has authorized me.
Okay.
Na just say adian ko ye ho achinyi je say 90 days into John Kufuor ben. And na just say no ma chire so. And na WW asojafo bi o se etu am ka no mu kofie.
Na wo musika kra na enko.
Yenya sika mfantua wo mka. And na John Kufuor wo high. John Kufuor high. Kwani obefa so benya sika de ama wo mo.
Okay.
Otwa no ba bi entwa. And na United Kingdom Wamu international affairs minister OTA at the time. Clear shot. And a clear shot. And a ne a year John Kufuor din komo. And a clear shot catch John Kufuor say. Ura. Kohipik. Na debt forgiveness yam fancho.
Fancho.
And was hey. ɛyɛ den ɔse wo deɛ sɛ ɔkɔ ne ɔse na asɛm mi kɔka woyɛ sure sɛ clear short wobɛtumi ahwɛ ama yɛaboa me clear short sɛ wo deɛ kɔka afɛdeɛ dɔnkofoɔ na aba yi a akyinnyegyeɛ wɔ cabinet table brains were at work ɔmu nyinaa twi ano egu dɔnkofoɔ so wokɔbɔ so sɛ yɛyɛ hiafoɔ yɛbu ɛho abɔmfi a yɛbɔ no finance minister kɔka asɛm yi a ɔna ɛtwetwere ne bue ɛna the then president dɔnkofoɔ ka kyerɛ sɛ ɔka sɛ me say
so ɔno na ɛyɛ president
me say and you better in parliament said the president has authorized that is what you president no so
Debbie oya gunu so say na ya to abama finance minister ya to abama Mr. President
and na won me say kwaya the parliament wo se gise ye kuchire ni say me na ma authorize
yes.
the government has
Debbie, the president has authorized. It tells you how urgent the situation is. Her morning shows metina kan. Tama Yura Gabi ochre dako. Edin statement by no. Me be a microphone America say me sama Gabi aka. Gabi me nto ye nto abama Gabi. Na Gabi enfa position bi. Nti na sam no kra me fan is serious. I said it on air straight away.
Asuden komodia
me fan is serious. Good. But Gabi asamne dia me can say I will never take it serious. Because on na waba be can asem or me official statement from either your friend is saying GRA or the finance ministry and I say any other relevant institutions are you can 11 eka enti ne dia na obeka need to weigh na the official statement
so
ana what president did that for more
would the president ayo
na madam fu be driver president be yere na Osmana or China say, J. If your mamma 1,000 cities, who go Kumasi. We fato one of Edidi. The mom Kaisa or Basicano or Berenda account. Into as well go baby a bid in our talk. Ediana will be your room receipts. Not about you won't contact. Oh, yes, I'm telling you. Enough for the new Timo or Shemuhaya way. It's a president and easy.
Kofi Bentum Quansen. On a such book be.
Yeah.
On national security, no.
Yeah.
Na bibi the captive president.
Okay, yeah.
That chapter no kind. When the president becomes captive,
yeah.
When the president becomes captive, I feel will be a opportunity. And when you say indeed the buck stops with the president.
Oh yes, exactly so. And the deal. Afunani ade nipa ba ko penza o. Ya fa je nipa mi esansa. Ye nipa ba ko pe. And ye de afuna no e hye ne sa so o mampanyin. The authors who you know crown on the share and say, or man penya be the chile, not the president. Yeah.
And I am the president has authorized
the finance. And the crown say, President and the crown a place call. We say, okay.
Me just a wood ye. Some poor finance minister and a voice in now, no. Can't come. Now, send my can't DC, yeah. Jonko 4 pence watch 90 days into Jonko 4 pence. For 90 days into his government. Yeah. A man finance minister. Don't want to call Fanway. The president to Sujina Fanway. Not the buyer is a man. I'm sick of it. With a coca. Or can say I have authorized you. Or can I say? Then nays no. Tia finance minister no. Nothing no bad the wedding of a friend's information ministry. A dear da honum. Tia finance minister. Before naba ai munya juma hey president dear yo president dear ya papa president dear ya papa eti pese ya hwe circumstances said the normal no esi fa ya abedru ba bia edrin so hono nti yedi kan e de akire mo donkofo pen so ye yentie finance minister no asem a wokan ye eni nanu yentie biom Majali. Sir, a finance minister no. That the mindset no so hu. So the mindset no. I want the busu asem okan.
Yeah. So na ehwe sika asem so ntu onim dia na wo foto no.
Eno no wo gidie se ensese yakọ ba bia.
Ensese yakọ IMF.
Ena
that presentation we ebra owie okenkan budget ni wie na I think say no or e-levy ho sensem ba ye no na obibisa na question na no oyi ano ya ha ebra no ye presentation a kire e-levy mo no ne ya kan ho no ya
ena o de kan sa so
yes
ana fe no tie information ministry no so information ministry no so information so say the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, has authorized Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta to commence formal engagements with the International Monetary Fund, inviting the fund to support an economic program put together by the government of Ghana. It's so the Finance Minister. Now you live in Sense, I want to and as I say, no. TNT. And then here must say, Ojo Eka say, President authorize it.
The finance minister.
Yes.
I want the you decode. You mean to decode.
This is decode. And I'm Mao. Your friend is saying, me Mao, Papa 4 pence one at the cabinet table. Almost a sir information ministry say, and Yako cabinet and the woman support to president. Now, Dabi Hunu, a John Dramani Mahama, no. So, a Dabi Hunu John Dramani Mahama. That's me, no Busanza, ADAKABRI, country. Atija, Zanza, a dear, a teacher, a dear, similar situation in the finance minister. They saved, oh, when you know, we be behind him, say, Woko, you said, take ready. Obudu wana obi aka yes ye nyina die no e na se tekbe so ka ne die e na president ni ko gina finance minister se tekbe echi e na ba ko tenje be bi do se atija don ma se e die na atija hey me ne eye economics lecturer ba ko eye Dr. George Domfe
okay
yene no konkotwetwe komo kakra nso no ya na ochira semu o de ba fom e ma ye nyina ye te ho ase Dr. Domfe ya mo hando ba ni TFM so
ni ave ma be da wase
doc na wie ho te sample
da Ghana dinje
Ghana dwendwene na bi na wo dwendwene you na has it surprised you in any way? Sir, information minister, Ebebabe Kachre said, the president of the republic authorized the finance minister to formally engage the International Monetary Fund. The young homegrown policies be omumra me support to that economic program no put together by the government of Ghana.
Yo, me have man. Eba e jama read me. And I'm feeding you so after me and medicating come on. Meka say yes and no. Yes, you find chance yes. Yes, nene say. Abana ma yenya and they say it doesn't matter what happens. You call IMF. Based on that, Meka say yes. But Maminka say me the tano and then she said, yeah, and IMF here one she said the programs will be that program way. How different is it from the Omoka say and young Kokran at the beginning of the year? When isn't that said? Normal ones na 16 times na yakono. Normal ones na the yakono. Ebi na yakoi. Now we know any at the beginning of the year no nanko modie say young Kokran. Any sa drain as at the moment say young Kokran. Any pay. And I will as a fufu be cry. On the any shan now. I think a cobaster maybe to see mu there. A year. So they're not 20th March or no. Now you read the budget that now at you are by a same call and I ɛhɔ a yɛgyina na say yɛkɔ deɛ a ɛne ɛhɔ kakra no na ama ma yɛ surprise kakra but ma memmrɛ fie sɛ deɛ nkyerɛ ma menyɛ surprise papa no so sɛ at the beginning of the year na BDC ɛyɛ ɔna ɔkɔ amanɔne kɔkra petrol de ba ma yɛtɔn no na ɔmo hia sika $250 million ɛna de kɔ bosumi bia ɔmo de kɔ amanɔne ɛkɔtɔ petroleum products ɛbɛtɔne ma Ghana yɛso yɛ bi tɔ minia ɛnɛ amanɔne petrol no bɔ na yɛgyina ma na kɔdu baabi a ɔmo so ɔmo hia sika $450 million na ɔmo de akɔkra petrol minia ɔmo yɛ ne saa ne nyinaa so ɔmo ba na ɔmo bɛtɔne petrol na ɔmo tɔne ne in cities it is a due sɛ ɔmo behia dollars na ɛyɛ Bank of Ghana because amanfo a ɔmo yɛ adwuma ɛde dollar ba kuroma no ɛhyɛ da na ɔso saa itam bia na yana Bank of Ghana no edi mu ntintim bai ɛkwan a saafo ebenya ɛsa bɛka dollars ɛde akɔ na arrangements bi kora ma te sɛ aban ɛne ɔmo ɔgyesɛ bi a ɛma kwan ma Bank of Ghana boa ɔmo saka dollar ɛde kɔ fa ngɔroba ini abema saa na ti dia Bank of Ghana ɛyɛ problem. The problem is that at the beginning of the year now you have gross international reserves of 9.8 billion. Yeah, when the ba Chikasema, you be say the gasam to Ghana and Obia the boy, then you will see a bedi for 4.8 months. The gross international reserve of 9.8 billion, it was translated into 4.8 months import cover. Yeah, it's just as you know, and Obia member said Russia, more problem, Obia more, and Ankayamnia, you free, Yapoto Yuama, and Kayabesi, Atanase, Busumi Nai, a Tipo and watching. After that, you not Bibia Sakura, and then your friend import cover. Miniam, Sabra Minoka say, Bank of Ghana, the reserves are here 9.8 billion. At Saba Former, they do 8.3 billion. Yes, 8.3 billion. Ama your import cover acquire 3.3 months. That is the instant and Kafasano, Kayanya Mwadia Anka. You bet me a transfer 4.8, and they are about 3.3. Now the only thing that we might be not we import cover, and below 3 months, a change of economy, a problem. Now we look at currency, so a problem. A Kobasa, let's say, at Turanchen efficiency in this one, and yeah, at the other channel now $1, 920 cedi. The Kobasa as well, petrol, none, they are 11 cedis. Why, you better little better cedis. And you be a car, baby, empty. It's a way I buy who has an name because you can't IMF, Emma, Emphatica, or the bread or man, that be on first camera. As you have found in Jomoka, that be all my say, a crabby, I went to me, a discako, that be. The moon, Omuta, my etica, and my yadi, a cocktail reserves in the moon. Now I'm out in the Nanya more than it. So, see the Nanya more than a thing is some other problem. A Kobasana, petrol, a Debako pet, a bit in a petrol walk, yes, I'm on the acosto. The thing is, I'm on the other car for my still, petrol is on the costo. Empty a hundred, and I have by my chin said, Bank of Ghana, reserves here, ever from. Now, I feel so. Yanya kwanya anko European bond market anko je bond. E when to an amount amfa akwanya service $1 ni bia meto reserves no ma. Ene we yenya be tie no enye bi ni. Eti ho kakra no e ma ne nya me surprise so much say abai afede obiri be ka say why eat humble pie.
Na just why eat humble pie. Na we no we can say na avoidable na.
Yeah. and can a sigh. And she yellow, a free 1957. That the near to poor crowd year that come down, then better car almost all I can avoidable. Petrol somebody a problem. Ever Germany. And then the Germany about Germany about thing. First, and cannot go so many in a take it. Oh, Germany, I'm on neighbor bar. Or so many swan. Who could take it? What was I take it now? Not transport train, other far. The whole mass over far, the other. Oh, qua, no answer will take it. A show to Ukura, training one, Nadoko, trauma, Nadoko, Basa, Nadoko. Almost public transport system is working. Friend, the Frankfurt. The one I'm from, who say now do an electrical way. Yana camera. And a cover say no. A one a German about who said, petrol, Nede, a Turian Diaba, a man a man for Muchiloma. Or say, Usuni and Kabechi, I got to take it back for €10, you know. If you know, crow, 1 ton and €9. About the Akan, I'm a fact. It's one man, public transport system, no. I have full change first, none of petrol, no, I'm airphone. And I'm sorry, transportation cost, the man, my boy, I had a baby Germany. I mean, but I say by waiting and committing Isana. That it, budget bag, railway, no, in Indiana. I go. Now, say, I'm at the home, and the train could be a dog. And Katrina make a say, your budget bag here and get me back home. And then that tray AD son of a chief for Echo Shishi from Wa to Accra to Tamale. And then Tosia, a boot to Obodon, never come to Obodon, is it Tosia, Boo, you know, been taught. And then Katray as a Saba, Obi Wan Kaha, Sabo to Tos. I'm also a Slamabu, Yabafaba, Bayera Tachiman, Yabafaba, a Tinka, and I'm Sakwan. And so many can say the public transport system, it is almost zero. In fact, you should almost say the public transport system, the patronage is 0.3%. That is any part, if any part you have a new barco, that does the dependent perfect, the barco, pet, and now of public transport. Meaning, and what
now, Dr. Dunford can say. Abeng announcement abasi eko IMF emu enna sa as to the sort of engagement eco engagement now one so Ministry of Information as me say a program government of Ghana asheshe and president say omumra no mra mebuayen. Does it not give you enough information?
Minia IMF no then buy. You buy and it say, "Come well, the can well no buy na." Now West Germany, a mafuna say no crown, and a call bar say, "Oh okay, young ma West Germany and sorry now. After the war, Germany muche no. West Germany and East Germany. Well, East they no call Russia. And West and the ball of US and its allies. And the US form a pescato. Say, say, UK for save account. France for save account. I know money, Kakikawa, no Pescano, a cocoma, Germany. Come on, Fanny, and by Germany, the Australia, Oma, a homegrown policy. Yeah, a friend of Marshall Plan.
The Marshall
Plan. I'm going to Jessica, I'm going to develop West Germany. You know, Germany, western side, you know, I Cologne, Frankfurt, Düsseldorf, compared to the East. Meaning, after that, Germany, a timid I know the Omusika Comao. And among former contribution is a Sicano, Yenni, the Virginia, the actual Futubimu, then for Toronto. International Monetary Fund. Now, that's the same no more. Croquet, yeah, you're trying Britain, Britain, BRETTON, Britain. na ewo forest mu that kura no baby on ho forest into on the US the forest or move friend wood etina ma sa am institution and IMF they trying to breaking wood am institution that is how it came now a na an IMF na a pen bank and only World Bank it's World Bank and IMF only a breaking wood institution Tina Bema Busa say it's after Germany no country Bena at IMF ama ono identity say ya be kopono so ama ono akobo dabi dia any say o ma usika na wa che o say sika no fo ma obumo o ma kakra o ti fina kro the doctors we school member o mo katu ya wage bill u katu wage bill o doctors o ma wi aduma won ti mi fa o mo nurses we school won ti mi fa o mo aduma fo katu ya so o betuma esa o tu to commensurate with the level of efficiency and productivity. It's a my father to mu ya aduma ma returns ba pa tia o ma anya sa mentia. Isa yi jere ni se ba ya na maye emwaye to abiaze. Enti nam sa kwa we so na ye mu bi anka ebetimi ebenya kwa anka yanko mu da no. Na de me tie enti me se anya clear no. Abase ono na one policy and open help. Because I am there, yeah, only the politics in back, or the politics back, or this kind of power, and the conditionality, or the member A, we are there, member with the account, we are there, member with F. Stand energy everything. Now, the entire maker, the person may try the consciously in effect. We share letter now and the free information minister, so yeah, man. And yet, clear, what's the Ghana government now the other program and an open assistance. But one thing that I haven't followed that I don't want to claim I know. And they said, at the beginning of the year, an IMF, Edith put $50 billion. As was said, or the emerging market economy that only a problem because of the COVID-19. Now, the new and she say, yeah, or was said to can I don't know, said, and you be the record here and I say, you knew more and she say for a whole meaning.
Enti yɛhwɛ sɛdeɛ information ministry wane ɛde akrata yi ɛbɛto hɔ yi a sɛ you invited the fund that omumrame support an economic program put together by the government of Ghana. Mu academia, do you know of any programmer, government of Ghana, economic programmer, government of Ghana are put together in recent times, Anna?
You, said, Ghana government, it's a Bakwa, and then I come as super say, obey increasing local production. I'm a creative job. I'm a do any Jumaye. I'm a so I'm a address unemployment issues. I'm a ban so answer the needed revenue. Now, obey me, I manage the economy without aid. And I said, I want to aid super. And generally Ghana without aid, or how do you call it, agenda. Yeah. And
because at the latter part of the Minister of Information statement, we are told further, say, the engagement with the IMF, will seek to provide balance of payment support as part of a broader effort to quicken Ghana's build back in the face of challenges, COVID-19, any Russia-Ukraine crisis, Ede Abba. What do you make of that?
Yeah, and you say, Tama Abaru Ibayan. Now, an IMF, Ewokrumha, Yakoha, April 2015, and I free April 2019. As Abaru Ibayan, 7 January 2017, you are already in an IMF program. As that program, now IMF just about call my what's the boy Ghana Pan said, you see, can I hear you? Yeah, then need the so now done some young so your friend is fiscal deficit. And no more young just said, if we never crop, we see would you know, or more than I said, and I'm more day no, and the Unyama, ever since also. They are before I attack cut your code according to your side. And Transition, Nenam Quem, Emma Ghana by the Australia or yo, Echo Parliament, Echo Jim Levy, Obama, Minia, one a year feel. A Fiscal Responsibility Act. That Fiscal Responsibility Act, I didn't say, a shall buy, Kitty said, Afidiano, Usika, Ubenia, and it will be no difference. What you compare with GDP now, it shouldn't be more than 5%. And no, Juma. Now, unfortunately, COVID by and Emrana, I say, no, what did the say? The Ghana, when Ghana is in crisis, there, we should suspend the law. You see, I mean, no, because Sam Rano, and Juma said, they don't say, and then I'm saying, I might have a problem our balance of payment. I mean, can it be said 2017, 2018, 2019? Yeah, friend, positive primary balance. You can a positive primary balance. Actually, we see when ya a revenue woodin. A tinea so when near my pet away, we will come in. Name, you can't any Bosia wins the mood, dear. Only more more than it. There be a buyer to say, our budget man. You can't know, dear, a fat air cover, and near my I see here. Now, a first one cover, and near my dear, you find interest payment. So we are by now, we revenue to me door so chair. And near my and what or my wife, what's you with 2% within a fennel. Revenue now when you're down to China. You see what recorded positive primary balance. Now I buy Ghana by recorded the first positive primary balance in 2017, and that was the first in 50 years. Being feeder. 15 years, maybe feeder. But 2017 now, in your positive primary balance. 2018, in your positive primary balance. 2019, in your positive primary balance. Let's just say. It says the balance of payments near Mano, now about no born home. 2020 in a circle old ways, in a negative primary balance. 2021, you're saying a negative primary balance. And then a higher, and then a ginseng, that is your old ways of doing things. Yes, alcohol. And the honor, or can say, it is car, that is a Kamoa, a Cressy, and IMF for Celebaya, you bet you go back. The positive primary balance. Nama, yes, etimi adimu, ama Ghana, you nene a hotel, yes, etimi akofo kaka.
Dr. George Jumfe, se obi can say, a bra, a NDC, a buying, echo IMF, na debt sustainability, ye carni adiano, na yetimitria, na say MPP a buying. Akọ IMF ye ho aka no yentimi entria. Does it make any difference as to the kind of support IMF edebema yana?
Yo mamenka say kama April 2015 you call the last an IMF now you have problem say now unim bia o man bia no we total debt stock no as a proportion to GDP no about 70% per we are developing country. You say you are in debt crisis. And then Anka first, Nanka qualified to go to EPIC. Now we are Ghana, Bakosam Kakra, Yara, Jakumko for Bayan, not debt to GDP ratio. They are 182% in 2006 constant prices. And no, and idea called EPIC. Yara, Jakumko for the share, my overcon. Now about 32%. That is an A. Unfortunately, 2014, you could do 71. That is the South Accord debt crisis movie in all series in 2006 contract prices. 2015, April now, and who can you say? Yes, Uncle and IMF for Moano. After now, your debt to GDP ratio, now 72.8. That's a fact. We were in that crisis. But because of your can't say your debts have become unsustainable. Senator, it's you do so at the detriment of very essential services you cannot pay. That is I mean, you can't provide to your people. That is a thing be a back of a wood chair, a canon, a how a quite be and I said, I can jump to be as a cadema mouth. Won't to me, a Julian, Nana Kufa the Bayano, a year 2017. If I ever don't demand it about not that to GDP ratio, now 73.1, I don't know DJ. And out the Bayano, 2017, a timber 68% in 2017. And 2018, about 66. I mean, 2018, you rebase the economy. You rebase the Yananka about 73.1 in 2006 constant prices. What about 2013 constant prices? I had the new figures now. That to GDP ratio, I have on the money. Mama Jan 73. No. About the year 56. I mean, that 56, Anna. A corner kakaka, a 2019. Now I could do 62.8%. It's an interest. Yabaka na a yakaka. Now, come a town, the moon, now you have 2 free. 62, 1 year pay, Aqua 76 in the year 2020. Who do 76 says like that? Wakachiano. Who can Uchia, Ubetia, about Uchia? I said, I saw your mamma for Uchimi, as I would just not be unsustainable. It's 2020, 2021, and currently, the Indian debt has become unsustainable. You have 70% threshold. Which last year, the total revenue of 72 billion, you have 35 billion in the PIACA. This year, I buy the 37 billion. And a Kwakuchiaka. It is a kind of minimum, sir. Interest payment in the dorsal. It's Kobatana. It can't be acquired as my phone country as Ochum. And then my son, what do you mean? And that is where we find ourselves today.
Enti, sir, at this for a pencil coin 72. We'll rebase as I declare what you could do, the 56. No, and then, sir, rebase figure and MPP 78, no. I do 78. It is 78, no. You got 2013, any rebase economy now. Can I'm saying?
And then I get a question. Then calculate
oh, now, essentially, Dr. Domfe, government in say Russia and Ukraine crisis, no, and aqua way. Ede aba doesn't matter adekura ekofa NDC penso eso ede ba yemi ekọ IMF na
yo NDC for the back say single person ede ekọ unu say nanka yero jona dikuku for na kofa single fan ba say adwumayefo equal work equal pay the year Juma 1st January 2009. Now about the time by John Mills of blessed memory at the call 1st January 2010. Now I want to talk about and Confubia and Comuya Juma Omuya didn't want Juma and I'm talking about the time by the Yomu Nephew. I can find Confubia said the Nanka Omusha then so much on the second fan. So by no mobile implemented a quite political and the same to you not single to movie and then the answer your tone, not your cotton. Ama, or man is seeking you now, share wage. So, and a whole and a my fiscal challenge. And by 2012, 2011, 2012, and near Chia, you know, almost after near oil. I'm an oil natural say baby. And so now about no and one question is at them about borrowing rate 2012 it was 51.7%, the highest in our history. Borrowing you got the debt accumulation ratio. It says what can I do no 10 hour count. The 2012 Ghana near 100 cities you borrow most 51 cities the count and that is the highest. So many that now because single implementation it went wrong. So it is over here na sika ni ho yero John Dramani mama o say ya win na nyina ma na kan ka say enam no na ye salary na mo asa na oka salary no ya we ama ya sa year 20 January 2020 24 fan ye twa wo ne a 36 months arrears nipa ba ko me a me lecture obi ka so ma no akwa kotoka eti amwa papa e kwa political
eti yake the then presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo 2015 NDC aban eko IMF no o can say first time in the history ewiase nyina say oman a watu oyire fango na within 5 years of utu fango no woko IMF that statement na the damn flag bearer oye no enne ewo nsunsuanso bi ewo ono so na ban akọ IMF ya na
politically it has you see when man for me we know we free pa ma send messages about me omo jubilate say with the Ghana do I say the party chairman the anan some can you me ya aja mu bi kaka no mu bi atempia na ye careful ina I'm eligibility that's why me catch so mu say in chedan energy say na the young na ankoyete 20 April 2015 there no that's honest yeah that is say in Zambia the then opposition leader name call for kind that quite actually I come here eti ma me so the NCA NDC was everything I mean no man I will try shortly and wait for the program now I read the program so at the say the na ya dia omu na eba ada kire de yenye and answer this time around yani na ya ni tell the person mo boy ma me can be say 2015 there no and also yeah paper the policy and credibility paper ema na ya hu kakra na ya hu nyete bia omu na be kire de yenye na ya so ya hu no 100% because the person I question able to is it going to be 100% say ya koka de ihia wa bro mu ka we because 2015 de ya ka de ihia ya no omu sa ya nchechire de ya de ya na ne de nya ni bi say ya de fata bonto public employment so na ya koye sa de nje de si ye afi na si ni school to see Dr. Ria or to Sana ya koyana meaning eti time will tell sa ene mano abaza me pono ene ma yu bi ya yempe na temi akoye bia because this one make us at the beginning of the year no omo ye dey special program so omo the $50 billion at all e dey ma all emerging small economies now a war problem because of COVID. Nti we no yes antisa NDC na dia e combat Ghana yenko je no we o mai ni bumu no de ama de be na the meaning is say antisa on conditionality no that is say ba ko na dia na meaning na ka se minimum na de boa but eno nchire say ye man yes 2015 de ne pre ko wa bra ye nya adequate information to that effect. I mean, like I say, you wait and see. I cannot buy no fancy channel. Say, this is how it is. Now you how different is it from the 2015? Say, say, young boy, and I had a moment say, cut this, do this, don't do this. There. Let us say, you say, and this is 2015. There's an Kobasa, let's say, a quiet, almost have a and found doctors on my school, and teachers on my school. And anyway, I do my phone cut here to Suchum, my overtuma, my any productivity. Who's the eye they believe in efficiency. They believe in efficiency.
Yo, Doctor, don't fair. Answer na be chrono. Yane Dr. Dumfe, economist and a senior research fellow at the Center for Social Policy Studies at the University of Ghana and Komo. Na Ministry of Information at the Abetu Jase my Ghana Ghana Mampenina share the finance minister say onko na on ne IMF wo enkonko hwimum na yentimi emnya balance of payment support for a year broader economic year in Ghana. Dr. Dumfe, me show President of the Republic, are you active? If say or say ye dear by aquam economically into as per Minister of Information releasing a statement, you know. Watch the quite fast to an amokra place a telephone call to the fund man MD. Finance Minister, one also Oguso. Na or what GDA say, young co fund no honum. Now you bet me at to no money resources were hard. You bet me the Ujinam Information Minister had to put together such a statement that na just a ni yesu no e adwuma I was so yemo man obey. You know this chairman of the economic management team, the vice president of the Republic, what no and a man penny ni be catch ye say odi ka catch the party for ansa no be catch the my moon nyina say oye obon ho modene wo economism enu nti party for e party mpanifo mo ma me kwan na me mfa ne mra me ye me running mate na Ghana de me hunu say ye how no sikasem ene ne ntotoye no mra me boa me party mpanifo je ne ba ana omo pene so afa wo mamu ni nyina kada mampanyini sa be catch mamu no say I me vice president me running mate obeboa am sikasem akonanim akoyie chade ye nim de yato ajeje mu ema middle income earners e wo Ghana eheli vice president a chese yansini form a wo mo de koto aba obeye vice president enne Ghana baby a yaduru nie vice president is sorry MPP for regional elections a wo mo koyeye enne ne wa frɛ regional executive way adeche no wa frɛ regional executive way adeche no wa frɛ regional executive to the extent to say on Facebook and no Ghana mampanyini as per the statement from finance for information ministry say cabinet ama omo indicate to almost support to aban no na vice president one Ashanti regional executives Asia in a subtle way say omo endorse no dear koso Ghana. How does it impact on the conduct of the vice president of the Republic?
In a lawyer, it is too political. As when you don't know about the come and meet me comment now. But my main said the over the last 2 years, Yamino economy now. I because we are Yemfa didn't talk. I did my coin, am I a Juma Wire? Na yentimi koyeni say the manufacturing sector no we na ukra and to say about we the two drum and now one display one factory money promotion of digitalization and all those things they have all started using dividends so there are anim we Ghana Service assistant and the government assistant and all the two just said I said economy grew 5.4. Yeah, a very high. Historically now, 5.4 growth rate still remains one of the best. Economy now in terms of growth costs when 5.4 is not bad, especially around the time. That growth rate it is inspired by crop productivity and then manufacturing. That is you're not a great minister. The Ministry of Agriculture. Ministry of Trade and Industry, Oma Bomo Modene. Now, Sally said in Yanzo, Yadi Ficability Leco. It's a mechanism in terms of economics. Then they make a look at the mechanism. For 3 years running, Ghana continuously recorded positive primary balance. It's not the MI custom until then, 2007, any star global inflation hitting it. We should locally, and then, in other questions, will be over Ghana. Utilize Juma boy economy piano, and then we'll just away the Juma. CBN will be a pastor or a driver on Timmy Juma, or a teacher on Timmy Cotrade, or factory. Now, I'll be a corner, a consideration, on Timmy Juma. That be, they won't be that. They move, and then one I had dinner in Tinto. And when I won't hear about, yes, I won't hear a woman. For the past 20 years, the woman won't hear our Ghana, which is true. But if the economy now apart from the fiscal challenges, any inflation, other indicators look very good. Yes, the economy no. Instead of answers
from the little you know, let me profile any solutions.
I mean, the solution say revenue generation efforts. Nema and about no. Unfortunately, Ghana, your politics now here that to understand that the party be our opposition. The devil one the because tax. Men can say MPP and this woman you do for. Every day for Ghana, what they say. So be a Juma no 100 cities. A move that was and a tax. Ukwa Buchira, baby to say Denmark money at daddy. Oh, una musical 100. A move 48 about US cry as woman tax now. Una $100 there, $25 about Ghana, 4 cities out of 100. Then tax will be more a dark cracker will East Legon or the man high every day or the millions of cities and the cities out there more academic commander. Almost there. And then if you are not an adjournment about or a discount, or the other bottom. About 8.5%. Who does a Ghana for to send the cheers attraction? In Chia, as you can start by you quite, if you start by a hospital. So, if you build research, then I would local rent. Yamfa, Emma, if you run. About to say, because rent me will be income. Let me be a teacher. How by say, income taxer. As a rent, the tip should be there, the bar the better now, but Abanya to say, now, Obia to me, if you're ready to find a dime high, Aban some now, if you're rent now, Aban 8.5. As I am an uncle, so that's a baby, then the SR buy it. Oh, I can see about two, a crown SR baby, about the interest because in Chia, and I mean, the BI don't call. I'm a star.
You been away. Na ubi na de a message yaba na minim obenya extra second no comment on it. The aban can say Bank of Ghana omo yesenke de $2 billion bi e ba be shem kena kakra nanka etimi a stabilize sika ibe hia se de bekwa akoto petroleum products e de aba ejesenke etimi astemo rising prices no and so aban amfa se sika no ama ene diesel no so air kosoro ama ne diesel akwa kodu 14 cedis 50 pesos a liter na opeso hunu adekro nti a aban na enya se sika na mfa ama BDCs no Walmart has to account for the shortfall through outside of the banking circles for the dollar or more better diesel or more better petroleum products the Ghana. Who will comment on that?
Comment in the quick. Bank of Ghana a person who said the Panama petroleum Satan. But me a good question. I buy or yes, I mean now the Cacrabua or cassette or money in our shop of one SSR. And the economy the best ever. Indeed, over the 2,000 about Omar for the past $1 no. egyina baako kakra o do re say we busuni mi ensa from February to April the thing say edrikana de ba on say egyina kakra senke da koswa anka ne nka patron nka da koswa kwa che de wonu ti bang no yo kan o de o say o ye pa ba ma ne kan say patron na koswa no significantly no a global increases now because there are and Russia ever call and Ukraine that one barrel they are now $72. Last week we check it now do $121. By the way, I say at Siaba Kakra be do 115 or so we check it. And see I'm understand just for born cost and only the significant reason why we are seeing the increases in our food products. It's me for the bag, you know, what you tell you, but not a more than and so bit me idea. I say na more than a grano, a second more. Until the one can answer, as a backup, you can call an iron.
Joe, yeah, Dr. George Domfe, Senior Research Fellow at the Center for Social Policy Studies at the University of Ghana, an economist. Yeah, there was it. Any area comments are extended with the mind 44 minutes. Yeah, there was a right. Yeah, Dr. George Domfe, and I was telling on Facebook Live. You are still tuning to NEAT 100.9 FM. Dominic Danso was the JM, the prophet one in the world. Nana Yaudankwa was see we are not in normal times. Anakia Mwabwat in Nap was say Dr. Baumia is coming. Good afternoon, Father Cabri. Dominic Alexander Prince Ezra. So now Nanadu and MPP are going to IMF. Ghana leaders. Ojo Amedome. Good afternoon, NEAT FM 90 weekend edition. Family, thanks. Chris Agutinga or say IMF and Wajesum. Salute to Sachere. The IMF will give us not less than $3 billion US, which will help stabilize the city and bring inflation down. Kwesi Amwani or say watching you live from Isaman Kesi. Good afternoon, Papa Mahmudu. If President Akufo-Addo is now going back to the IMF, it's no news because all of us know what is happening in the world. And regards to MPP, Opari and San, General Secretary to be. And or say, Menoba Stephen, or say, ADAKABRI, we will not and never go to the IMF. I know our president just want to do that and see what NDC people will do. And on also what they aba. Usuneti NEAT 100.9 FM. Na yewunu ehon ano de be si afa ade ayano majali
Baba
eti jodom fe anu atene no
wa hwehwe mo hu se no se de etie no se yetimenya better explanation efa wo sha the last paragraph of the statement because statement no indicate clear ye corresponds to a program ebetimi aboa na yetimi edietuetu en ho account especially how are you femu ewo COVID-19 no enti I think say yeguso ni yetimenya better explanation from either the information ministry ho and say finance ministry ho na wo motimi atimi mo here but which one offer ye call IMF I think 1960 first time I call IMF was 1966, between 1966 and 67. Programmer at the core IMF 16 solid times. 2015, the last time you had the core, non-expiry, no, extended a resort to the extended credit facility now. The core December 2018, and I had the end. I think what's a way no what's a political
message we say a lawyer of repute and or the buyer. ADAKABRI, the truth of the matter is that if we were in other places where there is true democracy, many people in government, many will be tendering their resignations. The positions people took, the vitriol they spewed, and the association of a failure in governance with the recourse to IMF. How can people look into the mirror? God has brilliant way of fighting his battles. Karma lives in heaven. Me nadao. And a lawyer of repute. mbodi na ye yanka mabopa ena wode aba enti yemu se ho se enei sen ena nipa ni bia wo mo kasa say for instance I was asking oh the me man can be say the spectacle of say vice president on the one say regional executives no we abesra no ni twa photo no we abesra and name room baby ayadure and yes ade we abra president we're rolling his sleeves up, finance minister we're rolling his sleeves up, information minister we're rolling his sleeves up, and now wo de and no say just says wo na wo buama mo party mra and ade nya yatu agum onkwa na just say ye besra wo and na ye beten na ba akokura wo kan ye no pasiti enka bi ba ko wo kan ye o catch one particular executive to say the gap between the party and the president, the distance between Accra and Tamale. Or you know from say there's a big gap between the president and the government and the party, and that it is like Accra to Tamale. Now vice president say na kasa party force now catch the woman then 70 binua who catch the party for no best round no who so be catch the president no apena wo ba beti ho afri die be mu munyina na muhyem wote ho anya yie wote ho a anya yie tabre we say no jai tawo frefref regional executives wo no mo yedai ba bia Ghana yedrei and wo regional executives na wo frefref wa mo ekekan sam kira wa mo say there's a gap, that disconnect between the party and government. Wo won kan government no wo won kan government no mo Musa Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia on kan government no wana. Our regional executives at distance from the performance of this government. The president, who's the regional executives, and some of vice president, or catching a woman, or distancing home through government, not distancing one by a year, or distancing one every year. Like I said, the distance between government and a party is like Accra to Tamale. As a man, granny. And can be no as who can be a mum to be do no pet.
Where they say where they
and can be
a year petumum como
and can be
where no unya way I want to make a bit
and can be
it way one of facts in a case good town
and missing can be
but the academy knew
time we say time we
yeah
time we and now wo frefre regional executives from by den na mo party and she say kwa mo de ye adwuma no kwa wo no wo so pe flag bearership ni bi obi so pe bi and now wo by virtue of being vice president no and now do position every wo mo wo frɛ wo mo wo na kwa distance ho e de free you very saying party ni government ni performance mu na wo mu tie no ka so mu nyina na ye wo mo de wo mu tie no wo ka so mu nyina na ye wo mo de. When the country was a regional executives, Nina best support, and Tina Kikasachum, what distance you want a year? Jabba Ujinano, no bien no say, wouldn't ye? Brabwan Timber catch a quania yefaso, no IMF was an enemy, Nano, and Kaswana Kojinae. Oh, as a man, granny. Now you enjoy your biasity out. At time, when you know more contest. Stop taking advantage of the incumbency advantage. Oh, one. Oh, friend, I want to whom free when ye are like it run a head or till whom free when ye. Now, we are vice president, say no so Casacre, party regional executive. Say no so Casacre woman. That is a president in that when you're nothing. And we'll be catching almost say, your man crime and performer. Why no name crime, catch the woman button, Nipa one crime one performer. Catch the woman. The cabinet is shiamu, a casam, Cassia say. Akwani between Truma, a ye bibi to do with a year party, no, a position, who knew almost shed them. Adjoining room, and at the okay catch the money. What I say, Anutum. I will come be praying. Interview back so actually. Interview back so actually. I Kabi. Me asu na meka. Akama so media media kire no. Wo ma no mko shede o ka so munyina na pe wasem. Asemen eda ho no no. O say good afternoon Adakabri. the finance minister's appearance is very different from his ways and doings. Now Ghana is going to IMF. You should remember the portion of the Bible that says, and pride goes before a fall. Let's all be humble and face the reality on the ground. Have a pleasant weekend. Peter, Owonunwe, Enunwa, and Wakasano. Peter, Owonunwa, and Wakasano. Inti yansan kwai yanwunwene ho kakra yanko yanim. Right, yankwana yani Richard the champion and concluding komo kakra. Honorable Richard the champion yamwa ha. Now what you saying? We nyinada. Right, information minister has told us, say, President of the Republic are authorizing the finance minister, say, or engaging the International Monetary Fund. Now, one emrame support to a government of Ghana program put together locally. Now, again, and I walk out at the Afahon.
I mean, that I'm not mention what it for. And the movie, the cast be I am a baby cop, not the bonnier. Now we are not trying to be fair to the system or to the fact. Because I then this requirement. I am a producer of Ghana, is a member of IMF. I take it for report to them, or my you and all that. It is official circumstances to be beyond control. You just sign on to a program, and depending number of years are based on the amount involved. Any the offer can achieve. Now, I also want to make them what she showed them a year. About when it started in 2019, 2020, any press conference upon press conference, I can't want to say, near my agents. Because by the end of 2015, she shared the two contract and a program. Emma West Bank and IMF projected that the fund will grow around 8%. It's about but my budget by March 2017. My next budget, November 2017. And to back actually, I said, when I work on economy, up to 8.something%. We told you, sir, assistance, I do mama edit to she shared the two. So let's try to consolidate that game. Meaning, I will say, and she shared the talk. I think it's home good policies. Everybody. I'm going to say that they have the magic one. I'm going to buy the incentives around from 3.5% to 8.1%. It's almost on my age. We shift from 2017 to 2018. Now, GDP growth, I take it those guys. That's not company, baby. Then Ukraine, Russia, and your margin some more for Punto. And no message, no status editorial. Any advice about cut back your expenditure. Or number of ministers need too much. Overhead expenses need too much. Corruption need too much. And many others. But they would never listen to us. And the among the comment, excuse. Russia-Ukraine war, excuse. I didn't say that. I'm not Russian embassy, almost they are not part of the problem. They are more green. It is a one team on the man can say, okay, how may you do a mindful and about equal sign on to the programmer? Can a man into a team do with the other? And then Medoka say, dollar ASA, pound, and then other currency. That's the only thing you're saying. Over this, I said, now a bit master for the cheek and a bend. Because a baby, I do say, so also by any man. American government, when increasing the interest rate, for some tax policy for 3 years. It is the investor being told to cover your economy. They are withdrawing their investment. They have no maturity, that's why they don't want to roll over. They want to invest in an economy which is reliable and they think they can pay. The majority they were saying the price so high. So you need more cities to buy it or less to pay for interest on it. And it's that time I'm taking that decision now. Okay, maybe will be about it. I buy 80 minutes to common fund ultimate year. Gas fund ultimate year. Health insurance ultimate year. Interest on loan credit 10 years they are going to default it. Now buying now I'm a finance minister about parliamentary about council for COVID fund. We share some of the line now. I must spend it some 4 billion transfer to statistical funds. And that means that I can do the way I check. Only one thing. Some fund get fund now. Yeah, the borrowed money in the year. And a percentage on your tax revenue. Article 2522 nature will say, by the end of every quarter, the government must to transfer not less than 5% to the local assembly for development. Not less than 5%. So, projection here 1 billion now. What is 5%? It's about 500 million now. 5%. 200 million and 5%. What is your business? Now, the COVID fund loan, I want to get interest. Also, the put your statutory fund. A chap will say, interest payments to a bank to about this year, interest on its loans. Now, this year, also we are incompetent, but I only feel I do not see interest payment at 10 billion. Many can say when I'm from 35 to 43 billion Ghana cedis. Interest payments alone. So who is incompetent here? It's about me. Also, people all over the places are playing back in state. That when the fundamentals are weak, the asset rate will expose you. But we have been exposed big time. It's not more try, double try the answer for his integrity. Yeah, quite MF China, because President Edi. That's why Miss Manager is not quite MF there. What's the guarantee someone for the top of my president? But there are certain things you can't hold on to. I'm a former Kwakwe. That's the GDP ratio, the real numbers will come out because you can't lie to the fund. Nema will report either below the line or above the line items. We'll see the clear picture. Inflation rate, you don't put the real numbers. Because again, abandon here, the cost for no kind of question Ghana for. Say, I'm cutting back my expenditure. I'm adjusting certain things. Intimotional, listen to me now. When I forget, we are so accommodative. Thank you, here by. Obatina Konyanto 2017. Number that Ghana for two. Yeah, and so be it and for more. Amudi minister, deputy minister, party officials, a good bathroom. Omoko program book for myself. You can picture better to the government will prudent and then it is going to protect the national affairs. If you want to have bank of to question about the mother. Now the COVID fund I can't want to me. Parliamentary candidates from the north was heard on tape saying that on your 100,000, we on your 50,000. For what? To do what? They spend money as if there's no tomorrow. And reality has dawned on all of us. The Emi said, all of us are bearing the brunt. And the ship account will be able to do. And the dollar is itching up to $8. 8 Ghana cedis to dollar. It's immediate. We want to see the real agreement and see the content. How many years? What is at stake? What are the issues? So that we'll stick to those numbers. But the bottom line is that a binary mismanaging the economy. And everybody will hear about it.
Because Honorable Champon, in 2015, the then government led by John Dramani Mahama, call a IMF no. Na ye can say ye nya oil so na 5 years answer. Na ye mismanagement on the part of John Mahama led government no entina. Ye call IMF nana.
We were doing some expenses. I'm not frank with you. Teacher training allowances and other expenses.
But when what me summarizing and say a mismanagement. So can you also summarize say John Mahama call no mismanagement ana.
Me near that address. The city turbine I want to can you have language in it? I'm quoting what Dr. Bomia says. What kind of reactor says? What can Japan says? So we have a call I'm a program no. No economy no what failing. No mismanaging the economy. So we are praying back their own thing. Because we are member of IMF. It is IMF. I see nothing wrong with it. They were only a contribution. A lot of Christian Utria. And then now, Pesica, IDBA, no more via Uncle. But their language, their actions and inaction. And my young say, they will never go. The president himself told us that this will be the last time Ghana is going to IMF. Or in fact, your mama's IMF will be the last. I can't Ghana pool or see your mama.
Nani and then one more reason say COVID and Ukraine Russia crisis no and akofa we di about ujitum.
But I can you I don't know my more trajectory. From 2018, but now, none of us are not taking those dives. Let's deteriorate that. Fine, COVID, COVID is a 1 year and so on, about 33 billion as well. COVID also gave us some resources. The KBN and you know, COVID is the issue. The KBN time is from farm mound or the mount. West Bank the mount. African Development Bank at the mount. Korean government at the mount. German government at the amount. Can you call me that? And can you not get access to those resources? Just yesterday, at the moment of the myself of a deal of $30 million, COVID-related financing, because the fund is there. So man in the bull agreement instead of COVID that money will not be given. At the moment, we rejected we starting from the committee yesterday. What is it? Because COVID, you COVID problem, I want to see how the COVID be quadruple. And see, I'm going to COVID as a conduit. And now more useful or minus car, a branch of 20%. And the reality has dawned on all of us.
It is to see an support. To see us support to a binary initiative, say. Yanyan Shisha, Niempre, IMF, no more support you. Who support our initiative no?
ADAKABRI and support to her. A better fund go, yeah, about 200 Ghana citizens by the end of the year.
It's in effect, so in effect, no support.
Yes, because I didn't like to want them. When I'm saying, let me tell my children, no. Interest rate in America is going high. It's invested beyond the war, obedience for a thing. They are just repatriating their profit and they are investing in American economy. And there's a guarantee that when the time is due, they'll get their money at their interest bank. It's the IMF will give some comfort to the investor. No, that's okay. Their default rate now near it's minimal. About that one, who could you loan they will not price too higher. But what I say? It's a better pressure na wo is still in so no abafo only be a call say no alternative I'm support to baby omudi ekwa ko du no. E ho na se ekwa.
But do we know of the nature of support we require of the IMF, Anna?
We are waiting to get the real agreement, study the content, the program, number of years, the amount involved, and all that. But the bottom line is also, President, we show statement now. The president called the fund manager, spoke with them, and has instructed the finance minister to start negotiations. I'm paraphrasing.
As in fact, authorized the finance minister.
Yes.
But in the case of John Dramani Mahama, we heard of Setepe taking charge. Your homegrown policies be and Womoba, Norma Baba, we never heard of a statement saying, say, John Dramani Mahama were instructed Setepe say, Uncle IMF. In this instance, Nana Dudankwe Kufuado authorizing Kenufuriata so Uncle IMF, you know. What do you make of that?
Which I say, I'm so dire. Father, no name their person. West Bank, name their court for Bunya or Rebel Chromatin. Obakaya and the Era Jomamano, your quiet century, a program. And my yatata, a table near mine, cheat a year, therefore. Any friend home policies for them. And the Equa American, we have something with us. We put our program on the table. I'm a force hold your program now, multimedia supporting you know, everybody took table. Everybody has his own card. Any year staging here. You say, and then I'm pam. By the end of 2015, it's a year that positive results up to 2017. You can't just stand up or wake up and go to Ahmed. You should have something under your sleeve. What do you want? How many years? How much are you looking at? What are the issues? We did our homework well. We consulted broadly. So when there with our own program, okay, give us a step on say pipeline project. It is contracted to plan assembly more Juma, not a central government here because it's not part of the pipeline project. Okay, language now. It is we are so disciplined into the system. And if I give me to buy here, DFM, you go buy here, you pass a lot of laws as a safeguard measure. I'm out for the private piano, and your name at the higher. Now, we just remain on track to protect the interest. The catcher, you know, more technically say, we are not paying the allowances, but you can take students loan. The burden will be on you. That one will also give access for more people to enter clinical nursing schools and all that.
Person will set it trap at the man abandon say one co cancel nurses and teachers allowance.
No, I didn't know that ADAKABRI. Allowance and the crowd will just so with your ankle. Now, Kufua, what you mean to Moka? It's a propaganda. But we saw the need, say, let's migrate them into a tertiary institution level. Let them take students loan so that we will create assets and we will free at least some allowances to do other capital projects. Usually, and I will restock teacher training allowance, nothing training allowance. My training get this teacher so. He said you have to form more for Nana. And no money answer to a when you talk about it. It is usually more complete move no way. The rarity is here with all of us. Tikana ultimate here, why that also ultimate here. And I know we station home, we station. Next, in the can also year school, back in the year. On your placement, or Casano soup. Omokwa be demonstration, omokwa mind demonstration. Namko, ye 20 omoka, national first 20 omoka. E to do ano kan say wa record na won to be no. Any to je nipa no, man a wo fan kasa no, e take care of the person. Now creative access, man nipa be brede. Etimi e ko school no. So we call private institution for you. Then I can pass also.
Ura Richie the Jampo.
It's managing public finances, you know. It's different from managing your own private bank. This is national economy. And yet data bank has more. This is national economy.
National economy na di ntina beka nse nye data bank asem emploa me no.
That's what you have. We have a economy import driven. Now, what about opposition of the import?
Nenche sesi ade aduru no. Don Dramani Mahama or capacity bi kura so obetimi a restore Ghana to a lost glories bi ana.
Look at the numbers by the end of 2015, 2016, up to 2017. The numbers will speak for itself. Who are lawyer mean? The numbers will speak for itself. Kabesa me kai lasting word and the couple. So over 1 million. But what I say? The numbers will speak for itself. Because do so far again, the mama Ojani home. Or resolve would do so. Camel power plant at the buyer, car power plant, and all the interventions are here, Mama de buyer. Or say he has been voted to solve problems. He's not here to complain. And they resolve all those challenges before he was voted again.
Okay.
Then of war, and no more. Someone from a color TV, I got top black and white.
Right. Me fancy I say.
I'm saying that
me fancy.
That's I know no.
Me fancy.
Maybe that's I know no. When they make yaka.
Yeah, you be body amount. Okay. Honorable Bia is here there was a right. It Ura Richie the Champion, a member of parliament for Bia East constituency, Western North, and Yatin, you know. Ugusu Tienit 100.9 FM. Still to come. Commentaries from varied group of persons. Minister of Information on the Abase, Ghana, President say Finance Minister, and get in touch with the IMF now formally. Now intimate engage on no support. Dr. Samuel Adujamfi, a political historian at the University of Science and Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Dr. Adujamfi Yamuaha. Na nyamia dumia hu ye na asoso doc. In the midst of challenges Ghana for ya no demo say ye face ye any views yewo edema Ghana aban and the information minister at the statement aba telling us that the president of the republic Nana Danko Akufo-Addo authorizing finance minister say or engage the IMF. In fact, that is following a telephone conversation between the president and the IMF MD. Now, formally, no, yentimi Emma IMF Emra me support a government of Ghana program. Where in the political contest, uhunu is saying.
So, me that say, the creative for the experience say, a month for SBSM Takra, it's say, abino, kumi aba, ne maye di kind of say, NDC abine, and as abine or to me to poor man sikay to Amuba, one bell to a mine sika semi, ama or mine, a gas sem, Usika sem, and one who prebia who piano, maybe to me a quarter thing. Ama or man for an ado, ama one so when your mama man a bear cabin. What the number be Eddie Guapan, so Ganka. One man for the moon, or man for the tomb. A man for a sister, what day, the woman, and the safety, and the two man, and the answer to boy himself, and then got to a man, and the man, and the one my kind, yet tossing me, one my tossing him. So what I said, I am a commodity, not a command and said, almost and yet be a sort of cry. It doesn't say, we to you, my own brand. And your mind, I could see the The political, within the social contract on 4 years, any one command would be a little man for no. Or man for Abembe to do, Abana Montua, or best would do. Nanso, the what I'm saying, who come one and come one, who piano, you go to the lender of last resort. Maybe I wish you get my quantity, mean to me to have it. It is a better call, but the wood is this now also a Kinibuame, I'm a bit of a bra. Wait till I say conditionality is to be because I'm a mood to a mood to a new poor man, I'm a man America, and would to me to Sana Moni. It is happening on the trail set. And Sana, what to me is free to be a motive. It is educating yourself from city. And why do you even come to be one? And some of you am I to answer? That's conditionalities, no? Historically, no? It will not amount for so called what you want. Which is structural adjustment policy historically. When we saw all kind of the cash and carry system, of course, so you about far and different to make call activity. That's the idea. Na ese oko epo etia e aspidia and can be na transaction na yese creating kind when you would man how would you be so utia increasing privatization of state resources in the one we now it's a structural adjustment policy in the buy I give to my 1970s 80s we ran like that and then Africa had it economy the Africa government the Africa has been one with the kind now. Well, all of you share this between which switching of that or better so I'm going to be and I take conditionality to move to me at the actual movie. And every way, conditionality is better and the better to make one back. I bet me I'm a man for one. And no one be sure get a one car or man for to not give it to me up. What is dangerous about this conversation is say the leadership they would do this movie I want to say with the clueless about why we get to me up to the idea of my one. Let's just say yes, something the answer up for stress. I'm not waiting. I'm not worried for today. That is what is going to happen. Conditionality go back. Therefore, you go within the current scheme of things, conditionality go on everything by it. Now, so on that say, yes, and yes, yes, people. I'm never been back up for you. At the back corner, Africa has to power excessive taxation. It's over 1995, what they ban back 1 year. Mantin was so demonstration. Who may pregnant again and what we are here. And the back happened instead. Abiding was insensitive to the plight of the people. Now, Abiding was systematically doing things. I'm paraphrasing what the current president said in the 1990s. In that, with the hindsight of history, a leader who has knowledge of history is part of contemporary political history. A mood demonstration was on the United States. So basically, a just for the time, the industry, and that's all man of the industry. So that was the man of all the seven program. A year the colonial economy sometimes I see one. And that's why we are not cyclical government. You know, but also systems all the go back to IMF. It's a political failure, but he has no option. He must go because the country cannot be shredded because of lack of the main expertise and the capacity to move us forward.
Enti se ene we strange MPP ni na sa news we eba ne say ya ho be yo san
Oh, Chelsea.
menka ba akokra nkyere wansa na wako anim David Ampem Daako na o wasante afijase o say on Facebook as party national executives you sit there for all these to happen under an MPP government. The government is from the party and not the party from government. You can't speak anything by telling the president the hard truth. You want me to vote for you to do what again? You all should be ashamed and must go. The party is bigger than the government. For Christ's sake. He recently graduated from Kwame Nkrumah University with a MSc and has indicated his preparedness to continue to become a PhD student at KNUST. Wano anu ya party ni pa ene ne buafui.
About why you control here, and then one bar implementation. Symphonia, a month for trying, actually, first half and going. It sounds like your alternative power every 8 years. A quite this for some way somehow. A bind to be repeated through a buy. And hope may send a part in paying for. Maybe you can. Part in paying for. And the one of my can be media for party for any Ghana. As I said, was your cast today, opening or taking opening, and one man call you. If you see for mine, tell you about our mind, but you have to my paper. But you see, a man with your money, you didn't keep politics, keep politics in home. Now, if you really are an what your party can't bury members, you know, as you said, the podcast party belongs to them. But it is the level of ignorance at the highest level of the display. It is our form buying some swap. Now we are academically like myself, I know they can't be a show. It is a car buying them. Say a number of your Quran say and fucking one. And you say, wow, you are people that government. And that's a politics and not government. But let me tell you, democracy and the government should procure for us development. And you say, and you put to the river, nothing less, nothing more. It's, you know, the democratic arrangement, you know, either it is an illiberal democracy or a liberal democracy in a constitutional democratic structure like this. The amount for everything is not necessary. If you put to the river, on the country, and put to and yet that this in one and the fiscal prudence. That cry that talk of man you can conform to self and conform for years no matter who you are. Nipa won't do and a woman brown. And your best and your good liquor and your crown. What you are saying, and your friends and family, and yet just associates. Therefore, and your conform to be your way. What did no matter the time money it sounds said, on my penny or get us one and pump to another. And one was to mind you have a piano. Here you also tell my and you do a man is a show. It won't do to man as a total yard of fun. And here to be some of what you want from me. They say that the people to be a picture there or by and the second step for what we say. Yeah, we will say in terms of leadership. Also, and that sector, really idea. But sectors are ministry here. Also, the brain,
let's just say, wouldn't former President John Dramani Mahama ya adwene say one only finance minister nedi na two onye reshuffle
politically crown
to be seen to be injecting okay na adie na susuo say enunti ontimi nya reshuffle
maybe so unbelievable reshuffling. Maybe this is a personal philosophy.
Could you also mean say or you're too loyal to a fault, Anna?
Of course, loyalty is something which I believe from where I sit, or place. And so when you even critique him as a loyal party member but not a human, You will suffer the consequences thereof within the scheme of things. You will not benefit within the whole political cake.
Dr. Adujamfi, answer na obekrono. Yakuya chia 90 days into the government of Ura John Ajekum Kufuor. Na or deliberately say obeko hipik. Na having been assured by a British minister clear shot. Say with me you bold no ko hipika obenya support. Na in fact or ye bold so kan no Britain and a first, Canada and a torso second, and a US torso now for Germany. I paid debt forgiveness to the tune of 4.2 billion US dollars. And ya dema jonko for. But at the time one clear shot a catcher no one in the cabinet etnasiano. Heated argument at the cabinet level. I will be a susu say ye buya wabum fiancé because a hippic. Emma a call to the crunch. Said the president then authorized the finance minister say ya safu mafu with your parliament ko kasa meme na me se brabe. In fact we share document so call parliament na or safu mafu first sentence say president say meme na me ye we as if so no collective responsibility on count. Now we are just about looking at who indeed and the back stops with in the current setting. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo is quoted by the Minister for Information. Say we're authorizing the finance minister, say Yanko IMF, against the background of finance minister not more than 90 days ago. And now can categorically say Yanko IMF will be there were enough resources our Ghana. Looking at it politically, how do you comment?
A lack of synergy in the current administration. I in political communication, any communication about media any spiritual women, and the power of us pass away in political communication have been very poor, and they have made that. The second leg of it is that the government will be ever opening for and historically, social advancement in commodity. The 1990s saw some transitions in terms of sex. Or mine also ever into the Fourth Republic. If the last year was very much interested, Ghana the first will do the brand. To master the effort, the challenges, the bewilderment, the 1980s and 90s, no, equity to Ghana, no, I can say elementary say the sense of rapport, the sense of transition now, or Mount Punya, I do the hour of the rolling. And deal with His Excellency. And the new constitutional arrangement, your friend is saying, and the people are not can be the best the new constitutional arrangement, and the democracy is brought there, a mood demonstration trying to revise our constitutional arrangement, trying to revise our way of elections here and here. But our opposition party here to power in the 2000s, so by 2001, yes, the opposition party ever to you. But what somebody said, the world was looking at Ghana. It was not only a personal pride, but there was also sense of solidarity. Yes, social adjustment policies, with the institution policies that would be any younger or how one can live within the period, you know. Ningina Kapwan, never saw my coin. Before the Excellency took a bold decision to take up because he knew that governance was not cheap and he could not easily bring up the full gear. This is we're giving a respite here, and that one I'm going to be safe from any mind at all. In that material movement, it was useful for him to be so. And for Mark His Excellency, right now, and the economist, good, candidate, expert, philosopher, thinker, and the two Germany have continued about 40 and they said, well, maybe I have this to go up my way, except the clueless government of the NDC. It seems to me that the scheme of things to my age, you know, and you're quite paradoxical and paradoxical, and I don't know how can he like an albatross and not them for lying political challenge to Ghanaians that they could have salvaged this country from so-called economic downturn. The NDC has brought the state to. However, over years now, because there is what we're saying, and the question is about the person. And for my difficult I say, for my unbearable, and go see the VR, and the go see, opening or think that must take a decision. Sometimes it can be popular, sometimes it can be unpopular. At the end of the day, we've been called to say he has a social contract on the every man. We finish the IMF on the empire. We will follow it and go to IMF and see what will come out of
it. Inti say uko back to Jonko 4 pencil. Na said the Yasaf Mafu president no authorizing no money buy ebekaye. Na eventually president no was vindicated. Yeah, Britain clear short to mo immediate debt forgiveness he buy any management no and no actually any other factors beka huntia oyi ya safo mafu a free finance ministry emma kojoba redu it take you over at the finance ministry with the almost 36 months left. Would you want to yebehun na nado dan kwakufuado also taking a similar line say kenoforiata emko baby fufuro emma a new fresh face, fresh blood, and take you over at the finance ministry. Anna.
The vice president. Now, we know made the annexation and said you see the shame of man. Said, when you find every significant in the way I should play in the government management table. That's what I think. That's my conclusion.
What's Sibu? I didn't answer me.
They say, let me tell you. When you are play role by essential play within the economic management team,
it's in line with a question back one many prayer make a wasem. Say regional executives and a Wamakotuaba and a warfare one more warfare from a more back a Ketsiko. Na even at the time a cabinet Asia Creviano, na unya daji Asia Santa Regional executives. Na executives si bye you know. And it's a concern for kakre wumu. Eka matibie. Na yamame nye juma. A wasa me ye. Na fe so no. As there's a disconnect between party no and government. Na party and the government no kwanya dantemo no. Et say aha enkraha any tamale. Na minya opportunity a and no me priority a me pese party no ebeye government no be party na ye me no ya singing in one song enti dia eba ne say na so can say
friend for that history talk on the time man
ai
it is a shia and no man one it means the projections kakra because we are generally and we are crashing so come and we are information based on historical data, either say a primary or secondary, let's look to make an astro every media analysis. Because not only the Christians are in the cloud, no, if you walk and I am okay. If it is a you get no coca and ya be a center back, I let the party just tell a comedy and sell man for go to make out on long as a political future more reading. We are confident to come out to say something and tell the party openly because it will be suicidal. That's what they are saying. Or will be greater chance to lead the party going into 2024. It is no way to overcome and much. But in the end, the possibility of them to take in 2024 in this time is high. I have to say. Yes. Within this discourse, they say, and for why they are too clean about. Then tell us me chronic good cricket. Because so illegal people, you call a stop. The kind of democracy I want to even bring it from Anthony. It was my mistake bring this in so preoccupied. It say who are appointed for one of them, they are just straight fingers and goodness and people who are friends and family here there. The likelihood that when we check and critical, and you are likely to occur.
And you are also likely to die as a result of that because when you are quiet, you are quiet, when you are quiet, it's so what you want to do what here. It's what you are mindful of one and the ground, and one is to be here until it is too late. Large Mamika Control. And then the two banks are working on the based on capital, but she can send the call into dissolving all those banks. I said the call. What do you do? We are all these stories, right? There's logic, the science of it. I said, under the only regime and role is near here. Now, I have become under business for here. Yes, he is giving control to my stopping control business near here. And because of what reason? You empower business people, you strengthen them, you back them up to make sure that opportunity will move aside. Because we are talking about property only the lucrative. It is not a social arrangement. What it means is that a contract will be a bit with the other. However, what the airport class or minor agency is, a building and for the British guy. So, few years ago, I'm a catcher of the neighbor process. You may be a good year, especially a farmer, business on farming. The good year, already done for. Let's share one business on farming. I'm a catch no pain, and you play never live. The money private sector is the cash flow. Now, I shall almost looking at answer for almost saying, I'm always living in that year. And we 10% of me, and I told how to live in a passport. What we shall believe in what we say, and I believe the mind, yes, and yes, year. It's not that we found my own be not shocking, and we're putting the extra much more for now. We're putting the extra power and the get a one. You are not telling the collective factor of the economy, the top factor of this, and we shall see it. You don't only build the state food taxation historically. On my phone to get money. On my phone, on my support the actually, what already not understand, the basis of everything. Because on my phone to get money, they need a way to be supported. Businessmen are important no matter how a job, a car for transport sector, fuel sector, also taxes and a young. No safety valve in terms of subventions in India. And that's all we have to all advanced civilized jurisdictions we are. The economy, tax rebate, not bringing that also. They are already not online economy. I'm not Africa. What is that? What is the person for the police? What can one lie every now, a month for the one who will do my will go over and you will be here. You will there to be at your home. You will be here to buy again. Will never be again. It's one man of India. We're doing your friend, we're doing your free doing now. So I'm buying after this one to the short term, one to the medium term, also long term. The amount of programs to the one, and yes, I'm bringing you now. The best 20%, also to the government. Now, after you have both after your door, and you have to do this is simple but not simplistic.
Hey! Nah, Doc, my young fancy, na if dear, Bripamono, ever sign a contact you. You, Dr. Samuel Adujamfi of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, study on me and Melody, me a friend, political historian, giving her quantity of first swap or the history. Yeah, they married, yeah, political, and answer politics. You can answer, and he said, yeah, the air king. There may be a phone line also at the amount in a minute. That way, a hun sum pocranium. A hun sumpuni, a hun sumpuni, a hun sumpuni.
I'm
Chese sika kakra ye pedi atuatua ye ho aka ne se ye to ye japade no ene kura no se eye golden tulip ya sign Ediama Lancaster group ama Ghana government shares e wo mu no e wa diversity ye pesika rough TBK way mi chiamu nyina e ho so boni o me baya ni ebie phone line no ama won so no said the news is baya no woje the saying baby ayaduro no these are also the 14.50
anytime in Sabro ebu phone ebu Galatians 5:19 Santi ye prosofo man preacher chirayen Sabu phone with the baby, a two of China. Santi obi anfa application, a boy beyond washing in one. I bet to me I also for Umra interview. Where the Amwadu Mahine, Adam Konesia, and Tiamwadu my baby boy, Abuakram and so come. Share your interview, no, Abuakram at the first, a free so come and see Nana. Yeah, post for the yeah, Bobby on Ferry idea, yeah, Bobby on in Bajam Casa, no be a Cassan and fan. When you see now, I was so I dear Betty, I'm more Kama, free now, Jumasa, can't come and bury us, and I'll buy him and on a pine, or bam penny for him, Becca said, Nana. O grandma ya crom for dirty am want to this of wine. O grandma and Pamuna Muya, for so Namudiana, Ajinani am also grandma, any brain number. And Paswahina punches origin, I said, and from so be a what I'm fools we are was anana. I am a Chianapa, Tefra Huna so if la Puanchiwana, or your crom for Yandia Penusa, Yadana Suku, as a foodie Suku, no, I had no crown so, Uncle Suya dear, Uncle Suya Bible, Uncle Suya Encyclopedia, desire of ages and ancestors to Christ. Uncle Suya Mumabia, the engineer, young father, some shining some, then one of them simple Yadam, on them Nadia and Chiadia, one in Amnoa. Yamanuni so for Yadio Kama go to the on the Naminada. Where in the Bible no go Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Erade name Shafunti, Shiri Yameda. Ordin Sagu Bible no Monoda. Erade name Shafunti, Shiri Yameda. Oh, come on, some no. On the dead and it grows so on the dead and it grows so and you turn up war, not in a theatre namono, I can kind by bono catra, no was another team. Nanny has been sent it on to me, Nabium, no me and one match, Besha no me to her. Any one night, so I die by force. A person is in it, and so yeah, in the year. Uncle Janania, and I mean, who's your not in the baby, or day, or can it dream say, wait, dear, who's your, and I'm not saying my million, and who's your dear Metmata freebie. Of Rosetta, Prince, you know, Frenia or down, or can't turn or Shanam Nidi, or Sanatry die. I rather name is Shafunti, Shiri Yameda. Shiri Yano, Dana, so fed the baby Hiano, or the Hona, or Ginger, Nadia, and who's your body, and who's your Nada, Sano, and tonight in more fine, or Sanatry die. I rather name is Shafunti, Shiri Yameda. Or the who's your body, and who's your body, and who's your body. No, I'm by me, waiting, cardiac, Oko Kentano, Oko Pia Kentano, Sintano, Tafra, Sensonina, Krameni Bane, who's on way. no worrying am no. Ante bra no te say. No no ma bonti mpani fo bwe pono no. O France su say my brema go. My brema go. Ah, and to me and my brema go. Manana temptation however strong is not an excuse for sin. Yeah, we sorry to be I want to me find you who I know.
I soon to me find you who I know said that Sophia in the city BR. Bright Simmons of the Imani Ghana or say well Ghanaians should note 1. Ghana waited too long to go to the IMF. 2. IMF doesn't like basket cases. 3. Ghana stubbornly refused to sign on to the DSSI. IMF will insist. 4. It will take weeks to get an IMF staff agreement. 5. Then the IMF board has to agree. Then finally 6. This is not a short-term auction. But me apply I was 0302 243540. 0302 243540. And now 0302 257902. 0302 257902. Now said ya wusi J announcement no I can't say. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Robert.
And you're from saying?
Of I FM Robert.
Mienti way.
So, yeah, that's a put down with that money. And of course, I'm saying, you should be by, you know. Yeah, so die. And say, offer. Who share announcement? No share, Nado, president. No share me vice. And advice is what I said, our economic scheme is solid. Not a new good me, finance minister, like I said, and now you're back for IMF. Yeah, and then by the fact that what can you know issue is somewhere by it. Ghana FTC for a grant almost say, I did you and tomorrow on the IMF. Now I'm a no, ever my car, your first free education, our Ghana, or finance. And then the question is, I am a free education is a password now, and I am a whopper. I think now, Mestre, now, Mamma, look at that. Abba, NDC, Penifum, Sabria, your woman, for BPR, what you can say. What if I free branch, equity presidential promise, for BPR, why you ready for the phone? Yeah, allow any across.
Okay. Aye, Charles, if Scrabna Recubrobe was a manufu qua, country broke. Rakubabe no, was a manufu qua. Hey, and so I say, what's a manufu qua? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mahmoudou.
Hey, Asaleba.
ADAKABRI, I'm going to say.
About the other room, I yet
Send me name, I am mentor, why just send away a dear.
I know ya papa.
Yanko for Bambos from Kona, me Boman, while me, I saw about Bukura this year. Mina, another Danko Kufuado, Yemi Krum, quite since Buzia Bresso. I may be a Niwabagana, or the great Dakosi Kota Futu Kopi Piafi. And the Kosia Bitifia Kufado, and ADAKABRI, to be honest, no Kromon. Mentia me penny for me, you be told about some package, them for our titles, Grover, and Sabi, Obiabe the Dipache, Abanga. Na Mentia Banquia, but when ADAKABRI, media, Empire, may born me say, you rock a job on Kroma. And the Babeka say, ye could be here, IMF, and Pumamono. Condition a batter honor, a bank own kidney, it's the chance. And Maminka said, Mr. ADAKABRI, MPP form penny for especially communication, to penny for no. Almost the Ghana for Yamo. Abramo de tax airbase. ADAKABRI, Yan told me who you attend this before Mumna market and almost practice. Yeah, but did you tax so what's this guy here too? And our council crown here too. Brian Brayazana, Ghana for me here. And Rayano Mampenida Damahama, Ghana for man red card. And my pressure say young crop IMF. Not yet, I was a more content. MPP Munoya, but now I'm a Mampenida Damahama.
and the time say the young question is that there be almost a real for because on my penny, that Mahama. That be quite a bit down of 4 fast. But I sense another down cook for 2 more my year. Project a good party way so open Domico Benya over 5,000 housing units. I almost see my police war. Open the chrome call through a year. Santa Cassia, a can don't go chrome Tiasin, Pipiasimunano, and call Cofodia. Project Air Cosso. It's your best. A buying. I want to tell my friend a castle. Tell me a bear. Let me tell him, Predia. I point out the banam the eye of Predia, men penny cent to create.
Okay. 0302 243540. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And you patch your frosting?
I join me in the door.
Way.
You. We know. Or by so the good mass. In my home. I said, I buy no. Uncle Franco cabinet. When you're no more disappointment levy. I wanted to start living in Ghanaians for 10 years for disappointing now. And I feel Dr. Mahmoud Baumyan for almost a charging. And I feel the economic management team needs to be dissolved. And for so be it. Why?
0302 257902. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Acha Frost and Penny.
The farmer over 7.
Hey, Manaba, what to say?
No, you sir.
Bien way.
You are one of every papa. Name me a stop pass another better for the door and some of kind. Because above my young was it. Oh, about the and enough for after NDC for and them. Yang and I, Dinamo Case. I am a young for Nea Gortina. None, that's what I will see, young co. Now, over what you say, oh, dear Mahamed Kana, oh, dear Patina, oh, dear Magatemu. Yes, Frenada. On time for the dross out of my yes, Frena. Now, money, dear Mahamed. Mamma, oh, they decade. And after the end before you didn't say, I see your daughter, I see your lawyer, young friend, that was no one dear, about 10 years or so. Just friend another party. Oh, we are mobile. No, but when you was about first, I may just go mine now. Rather than a IMF. Yes,
okay. Good afternoon.
Afternoon,
I as of Mammy.
Good afternoon.
You too, as of Mammy.
Oh, Father, you made the thank you for the it's a big for the main chair Dr. Duch, Medication Minister for Papa John Boadu, Honorable Tato Glover. In the name of the God, Abankoya Border A. Offer, with a Sambako pen and maybe say, it's a canoe for real Kayasana in Yana. When I am a faster move, in the Furatan Egana problem. Into what I say, you can offer a free one, Mamma. Believe the inter president never obey Papa. Papa, not to man, why ever there was no mean to us. Papa, you missing channel for you with my manager economy and all my manager economy and more minor. Making teenage can over and what else money view. Mr. President, you bread you never you can find the other brother of finding a major.
0302 243540. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ADAKABRI.
Aye, my poor Kuntu.
Oh, ADAKABRI Kuntu was in the fee. And you might say this year. Me your candy.
Miente way.
Oh, ADAKABRI. Maybe I make a Miss Nana. Who boss in your Mahama? No, Mahama, your boss. What they could get over the credential or can't send to where you think to. Everything, Mumu. Linda Mahama Bekas, Musha at the Puyamudi Chamahama. I send me the way. Penny the Peru, ADAKABRI, penny to penny. I am a friend of Missy. Nana, you're so kakako. I don't look why do you baby? I do want some money in the Kumo, you must say on my chain sign. What's on my chain sign? And the command for cutting. Okay, the MP before yesterday, that's all. I am a super cat and better. Oh, and I get to the way you know, and they get to go away here, but Mr. ADAKABRI or this Monday Kobu, Captain Nessa, one woman paying about that IMF. So I am Muhammad Fireman, who can the Premier Channel? Oh, and the people that come home and say, this is a Wusuno. Muhammad don't come out of you, or no one, Mufado.
Okay. 0302 243540. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ADAKABRI.
Nampatia Frosting.
Your friend, Ejawusu.
Ejamientiewe.
Someone who's Ejawusu, Abrikmanov, and make us every.
You.
Pamoni Ejuma.
And that was it.
Emma, who I say, MPP. They call IMF Krana. And Yanim was here to a sense, who Kaya do Mama. Former president. Abraham would dear Kunyan, and Nessabrano, Yaki, now, you can't know where Bianco coin. Only mismanage the economy, no, you know, go IMF. But I go for the pensui over the Kabobedi Madame say. I see a fortunate few 9 months, your mount quote to my Saban with your Muka. Aban which is you, the man, coming here, be a Fibako. It will far, I pay you more than more wabono. So go IMF for me, and Yamin, and Yanim was here, me don't worry. Me give me this a good for the year to man. And people need to come and to you. Now, one fight GDN and one of the town and I go for the channel. Ya first support na a day.
I say a bay 0302 257902. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Musa
Nana was cat.
I said, Mahmoud.
Right.
Mahmoud, now what's say?
About the other room, I had
Mahmoud, someone here, watching my class, Bama. Omodiam, Kato, and another Kato, and
hey, I watch it, and then a B.
Mo, and another watch it, and a B. Mahmoud, we don't know only part. Let's say the Kato only part, what is the point of message? 50 more years, my own people available.
And Yamin,
and you know, Mahmoud, apart from another one, you and the what is the year, man? Mahmoud, the Mapani money, I am a Mahmoud, make a diary. It's a me, said that to paying for one, I send me here. It's a me, you to become a be as a crown. And now, talking to my opinion that you're the Mamma Jenny. It's also what to say about any person. I don't see the cover what you know, sending me. May Chairman Penny from a bill one to be the Martin, but you know, can be blocking.
Obi air to us, so finally, one air to us, so now I'm passing my Jerry around the up, Eddie Amaya. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Pajoy from DKA, District of Kamiata. District of Germany. Yeah, Germany, District of. One say, you can't win, no, Debbie, Nabu. As some man, now you catch an adult. Can of Rata Nadia. Why you be, Mafu from another way. Oh, never come on far. Never come on far. The seven year echo. And in Washington with the my end, say, oh, you catch an adult. You can't. Wouldn't Prince, I mean, I'm on for office 1 year or more liquid. I don't have to be who surrounded what I'm paying 1 hour was Kayapia. Oh, necessary about the young. And in Western Adrian, Nana. Oh, I mean, I said, but my chances now, or channel, but my chances now, and I say, Santa. Nana, I didn't you further through one couple of me, and I hope a bright chance. Every Neco, MPP need to get over what I learned in that Batabalum, who bears on MPP Union Papa. Because the MPP for you mistake or trouble my Baumia. Hey, and MPP is forming a campaign for my way. Mitia, Manabasia, Namitia, Ayensu, incoming chairman, Tato Gleba. John Body, the Quanico Chairman, superior neighbor, superior, much superior to a mano. Sir, all one moment to say, you be so my new people. It's from Chaka from your mammy on one echo. But I think this is not quite
a Dusseldorf for Foreigner. Mamma Nunsi, eh? And now Mamma Nunsi. My jelly. We're back. Aye. Yes, already did not DJ weekend. Weekend is no a year Bunsu. Or more a mobilizing contractor. Women da na se kwesi ada no ya no wate waso
we bridge no so no
bridge no so me fro na
de ka ho asem no
okay ya kwa residence na Emmanuel Ohinijan so behwe de amai
all right
na ye hwe de Ghana highways kwaye under the direction of minister Amoakwata
yeah
Ajeri
wafa ye ko na Friday ye de yeguso a ye border road say do weekend say na ebi beko abedinto ebi beko awareje ebi beko ayie ebi kwa akosere busuafo ebi kura kwaji holiday akwajeje wo ma home akwantu bebre na na ewo mi yesrese ye ma kwan so nye jojo kwan so enye jojo so ne san ye yesa no mo ka so na mo wipe se nye adwuma na nsu to a na mo wipe na mo aye bibia wo no mo made hu se wo be ma wipe se netima ye adwuma yiye nsu totototo ite wo kwa na wa ya hwe yiye wo kwan so na kwan so etima ye jojo say discussions ne de be sha se ya beto aso edwada ya sha se ya sha se dada
ya beto aso edwada so na je se ya hunu bibia so bibia kono ya pasi dem fama ayemi wa pasi majere wasai ajimai the maestro the utility asida koma aye producer nankasa panyi ko jeda miado ogina ne naso nana kuya free ye aranso so no ai so ogina mu enie na ose ye opetetensa no so totono ko wo ko no sade hire amna brema bankro ono so wani nana ya asafo o me na hwe ye na chese o cut story in pieces na orane eti abna nyame nshira aye nana nyame nshira nyame aduma adwada na me de mo beko ade na tomato na eti ya mamu nidi mate mamu nidi I love you girl nana jedo sisire no ya de dimples no ola kwaku Michael ana wade be kofie na enefie ola de be kofie jo